Welcome to Growing with the Woodpile. Today we're going to do an update on the GreenStalk, but first I'm going to advise you with a little warning across the bottom. I am a YouTube gardener. I am not an expert. I learn from books, other YouTube channels, and my county extension. Now that we're past the Surgeon General warning, this is my GreenStalk. I got it for Mother's Day in 2021. And didn't do anything with it. Held on to it throughout the summer. I live in 2 zones, but I had this GreenStalk in 9B. So I came back from my winter location, from my summer location. I work at my family's guest ranch up in northern Arizona, and I decided to get this up and going, I think in about October. I'm going to give you an update and some little plans of what I have. I am nervous going into summer of how I'm going to keep this alive. I'm gone for about every 2 weeks. I have a son that comes out and attempts to water things for me, but my beds are all on drip irrigation, so all this stays going because it's on drip, and basically I'm having to check the timer. All right, GreenStalk number 1. I got a leaf and an original, and I saw a YouTube channel where they intermixed them. So the original on this planter, there's 2 originals at the bottom and then 4 leaves. Okay, what I planted in here. I'm going to try to go one side, then the other side. Sometimes I get confused. On the top of this side is a sweet basil that must have been fairly big, and I stuck in right at October, because other basils in here are ones that I grew this December and came out and just transplanted them. I also planted a lemon basil right here that constantly is trying to go to seed. I don't understand the lemon basil. Does it get bigger than this? It's not that hot yet. Is that as big as it gets? I love the smell of it. I love to start cooking with it. I've only put it in like Mesa for extra flavor. This right here is a Mammoth Basil. He got brought out early. He was probably overwintered and stayed about that size. Then this is bee balm. Not sure if I'd plant bee balm in here again. It takes up the whole thing. I'm sure it's probably sending roots all over the place. It is not flowered, and I feel like it gets overcrowded, so I go in there and I yank out ones and toss them around. Then that's more of the lemon basil. As you see, it's trying to go to seed. And I pull it off. Down here is lettuce that's gone to seed. And real quick, on the top layer, I do feel like it dries out quicker. I feel like these little drainage plugs that go to it get plugged up, and I have to take a toothpick and clean out the drainage holes. That's what they are, drainage holes. And I also feel like, because it's container gardening, it keeps hotter, and it's around 80s now. I live in the Phoenix area of 9B, a suburb, Mesa, and I don't feel like it's been hot enough for my lettuce to go to seed, but it has. This was lettuce bib. I think this was the garden mix that it came with. What are you? I'm pretty sure you're lemon balm, and I just don't know if lemon balm doesn't like cold, and that's why it looks like this, and if it'll bounce back. More lettuces down here. The Merlot lettuce has done well. This is dill in here. The dill's doing okay. I have a mammoth dill we'll see on the other side. Cilantro in here. I've been fighting it from going to seed. I did plant some, I don't know if I'll find it. This is plain cilantro, some lemon cilantro, and that was nice. These are green onions that I brought back from the ranch and pulled them out of the container and stuck them here, and they've done well. He's trying to get a little flower there. Down here, this is a trick or treat. He's probably been in there since October, because we do have 2 pepper seasons here. Probably a Cosmo. Down here, Cosmo with the Mammoth Basil. These were Mamma Mia peppers, and I don't know if they only get that big, or if it's because it's stunted in the GreenStalk, or stunted because it was winter. This right here is a straw flower. He hasn't opened up yet. I'm getting excited to see what he's going to look like. And then we got the milkweed here. He did flower once. He's covered in aphids and got pods. It did send out some shoots. So I'm thinking I'm going to get more out of that. All right. Swinging over to this side. Lemon basil, chamomile. I think there's more than one in there, and it gets all this brown yucky stuff. Let's see if I can. Let's turn the GreenStalk here. I have to have both hands. Pardon me 1 second. So I think I'm going to try to pull one out. Hopefully I won't kill them both. Got some sage I bought from the nursery, some tricolor sage, some lavender. Since I had a horrible time growing lavender by seed, I finally broke down and bought one. And then finally, I did get 2 lavenders to grow by seed. More of the Merlot lettuce, probably a poppy, or a Cosmo. My plant tags seem to fall off more in this. What are you? Are you more lemon balm? I'm gonna have to figure out the bee balm. Better way to write on the outsides of these. Another Mamma Mia pepper. Now he has a bigger one, some bigger ones on it. Catnip for the kitties, along with the small lemon basil in there. Oh right, you're hitting me. Let me show you this Mammoth Basil. It's probably 4 feet. And I now know why they say big flower heads. I think you must harvest these for the seeds, and not really for the dill part of it. And he is holding on all the way back in here. And of course I planted another lemon basil in with it. Some green onions coming down. There's a lemon basil that has gone to flower. I'll pull it off. This is just a normal dill, not the mammoth dill. Now, this is a dill, another cilantro, some English thyme down here. All right, I'm going to rotate it around again so we get back in the sun. Have to have 2 hands. Hey, you got caught. Now, this is structure for my shade when it gets up to over 100 here. All right. Not sure if we talked about this little guy, the lemon balm. More dill, more cilantro. Now he's done good. He hasn't gone to seed because most of the cilantro has gone to seed. So this is GreenStalk number 1. Intermix of plant starts and seed starts. All right, heading over to GreenStalk number 2. This one has 3 leaves and 3 originals. A lot of this, because it was lettuce and stuff, I did start from seed, and you do have to come out and water it because this up here does not keep the top wet. I strawed this / mulched this one too. So let's start with this side. This is probably romaine. This is a cilantro from 3 tiers down that has gone to seed. Another cilantro here. I did interplant a Merlot in there. I did have a bunch of plugs when I started, some lettuce inside that I decided just to push in. This is spinach, more cilantro. I thought I'd just throw in a sweet basil just in case when that died. Another baby sweet basil that was a plug. Sweet basil. This was an African daisy. He did okay for a while. He has some new starts there. He was in a pot on the ground that got missed watering, and so I did put him in here, and he did bounce back. Over here, this says broccoli, not broccoli. None of my broccoli did well in here. Sweet basil. All right, lemon, cilantro. Hey, he smells so good. And yep, this is a straw flower from the bottom tier. another baby straw flower. These were all grown inside. And over here is the bee milkweed. All right, pardon me turning. Now more lettuce at the top. I think next time I would plant the lettuce down a set. I feel like it just gets hotter up here and it bolts. Not sure what they are. I think this is a butter, this loose leaf stuff. All right, this was chard. I have some lettuce in here. There's a basil. Looks like spinach. Yep, spinach back in here. Some chard in here. It seemed to do okay. It's growing pretty big. More lettuce over here. They're pretty compact. What I found out is I'm the only one that eats lettuce in my house. And I don't need as much lettuce, or I need to find someone to give it away to. More lettuce down here. Another milkweed. Some more. Looks like this is starting to go to seed here. Cilantro. This is a parsley with a basil. Pull off the top of that basil. Now all my basils and stuff, I grew by seed in my house around December. One more rotation. Pardon me. Bugs flew in my face. Another basil here. I'm gonna pinch it off so I get more growth. Now this is the Mammoth Basil down here, and it's gone sending up flowers. I'm gonna go ahead and pull them off. The Mammoth Basil hasn't had a fair shot. He came out too early. Didn't ever really get big leaves. I need to do research on when he should be planted, like along with the other basils. But you know, you're supposed to be able to wrap, like make wraps, lettuce wraps with them and not be so strong. This is another basil leaf. She's doing better at the top up here. Probably a straw flower down there. And probably the Cosmo or a poppy in there. So overall, my impressions after growing October to, what is this now? March? So October, November, December, January, February, March. 5 months in the GreenStalk in Zone 9B. It's done well. I don't know how well it's going to do during the summer. I don't even know if I'm going to attempt. I had some plans of maybe tapping into the drip irrigation, somehow running it up here. When the timer's on, it runs in here, and I need a test to see how long that would take to fill up. Because I know my son is not going to come out and water these, and I don't know if I'll disassemble them and take them to the ranch and just do herbs in them. But I do feel like lettuce does well. Flowers do okay because I did get the milkweed. Herbs do well. The peppers, I don't know if it was a timing of the year. So I don't know. I do like the looks of it in the garden. Let me back up and show you without falling. I do like how it does like an end cap on my beds. I just don't know how I can make it self-sufficient while I'm gone. But this is a GreenStalk update. I am going to go in probably in a little while, in the next couple of weeks, and start these lettuce will probably completely go to seed. And I don't know what I'm going to backfill those in with. I'm not going to do peas or green beans or melons or anything. So I don't know how well it's going to be going through the summer months of what I should put into it. And then I need to keep soil alive, so I need to keep it moist. Just problem solving in my head. Probably end up just taking it to the ranch and doing bunches of cilantro and basil and herbs up there and lettuce for the ranch and our guests to have some fresh herbs. Well, that is it for today. Thank you for learning and growing with the Woodpile, where you get a Surgeon General warning.